Okay, there we go. Ah, we're already live. Really? I wasn't expecting that. Okay, then. Let's make sure we're doing this correctly. Start recording, stop streaming. Did I do that wrong? Let me double check. Make sure that I'm still doing this right. Standing by over here. Look at that. Good stuff. And yes, sir. All right, I'm waiting. Waiting for a couple of people to join in here. Hey, thank you. Welcome to another live stream. Dave Erickson here with Everyman Driver. We're doing a triple simulcast. I got Facebook, I've got Instagram, and I've got YouTube. And I've got comment sections popped up. Dylan, what's going on? And Facebook, do your thing. I'm here for you. And then YouTube, jump in, use the super chat if you need to make your questions a little more visible. That's all good for me. And I'll do my best to catch up with people. Hey, to make this go somewhat seamless and organized, I've got some notes here. Got a rundown of some topics that we can go over. Hello, retired 2019, Gaber. Thank you, I guess. Looks like people double watching. I hope so. So, make sure that's all right. I just found out that there's an amazing incentive offer from GM that expires in a couple of weeks. I'll tell you what that is. My next press vehicle arrives in about an hour and a half or so, maybe a little bit sooner. I'll tell you what that is. And I'm going to say goodbye today to the 2021 Hyundai Kona, which is already on my YouTube channel. A couple of videos actually on that one. Mikey, what's going on, dog? There was one about Bluetooth setup and also just the overall vehicle itself. There's an EV that just broke 600 miles on a single charge. Leaked photos of the next generation Subaru BRZ. I'll tell you where you can find that. Volkswagen's working on their reputation or trying to rebuild their reputation. They filed a trademark or patent for a trademark. The Hummer EV has its possible emblem may have been revealed. The 2021 Ram 1500 TRX. I'm sure you haven't heard of that yet. That was just big teased in a sandstorm Hellcat pickup truck, which will be revealed on the 17th. And 2021 Bronco and Bronco Sport, its future in North America. And we'll finish off for fun because it's fight weekend, UFC 252. Hello from Pakistan. Tawheed, nice to have you part of the triple cast. I think I just created a new term, triple cast. So this is my fourth live stream in 5 weeks. Fired up to have you guys join in. So in terms of that incentive offer, this is pretty surprising. You know, I've been making videos a lot lately trying to help you out with your shopping and research and finding good deals based on your zip code. You'll see them all over my Facebook page as well as my YouTube channel. So if you want to get into a GM or Chevy, they are putting out some incentive offers, but you have to use them in the next couple of weeks. So this new report from Cars Direct highlights a new deal, but it's only available to specific customers. So I'm sorry that some of you might be out of the loop on this one. If you already own a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, you don't have to, and you don't even have to trade this in to receive the discount. So you just have to be you have to already own one of those vehicles or who have already owned one. So all qualifying customers have to prove that they own a 2006 or newer vehicle from those brands, and they can save $750 when they buy and $250 when you lease a new GM vehicle. This program started last Friday, And you have to act soon because this offer is only good through August 31st. So I put a link there on Facebook so you can start searching for deals in your zip code. That's the first big thing I want to point out today. And now to some questions. Chase, what's going on, dog? I got to make sure that my Facebook friends and family are actively involved. Booyah, Jay Dizzle. I love it. So when is the Kia Cadenza and Sedona available in the U.S.? Excellent question. So in the U.S., Cadenza, I don't know what you mean by U.S. Are they, maybe I'm a little bit out of the loop on where they are now and why they're not in the U.S.? Anyone want to jump in and say something about that? I don't understand why they wouldn't be the new ones. So the 2020 or 2021, I need you to be a little more specific there, my friend. When is the Kia Cadenza and Sedona available in the U.S.? Mikey, do I think we should use taxpayer money to subsidize more EV charging stations at apartment complexes to lower the buy-in hurdle? Do you think that would be effective? Oh, this is a deep question, isn't it, Mikey? Taxpayer money to subsidize this. No. I think it's to the advantage of the automaker, the manufacturer, to put these in at their own expense to encourage people to buy their EVs in the first place. I don't know why maybe you're saying to put them more at apartment complexes to lower the buy-in hurdle. I don't know if taxpayers should be involved in this because you already get a tax rebate or incentive for buying one in the first place. So I don't want to use my own tax money to help them out even more. So I think it's my initial take. Yeah, I think the automaker should flip the bill. And if an apartment complex or a group wants to go in on it, that might be smart for them to encourage people to come to their apartment complexes. But I don't think the taxpayer should have to foot the bill. That's my thought. Good question. Actually, good question. Gaber, there is no difference between a BMW and other car. The thing that makes different is the trademark. Oh, let me go off to the next topic. Oh, my next press vehicle. I'll go down my list here. Although you're talking about trademarks. Chase, I'm fine. Yeah, fine. How are you? Let's see. My next vehicle that's arriving here in less than an hour, is the 2020 Lexus RCF. Now, I want to see if I can share a picture of it. I don't know if I can or not, in the chat room on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. No, I don't see I can. How can I do that? Let's see. Shoot. I probably can do a screenshot, though. No, I mean, Oh, I'll do this. On YouTube. I haven't done this before. Hey, Big Elvis. How you doing, friend? So in the YouTube, thank you. I respect your help here. What's your Cash App so YouTube won't take 30%? I don't have... Oh, what's your Cash App? Well, I don't know. What do you mean Cash App? Hey, I put in a link on YouTube's live shot. Oh, Patricia? I don't know because I'm using all my cameras. I'm going three. Patricia's asking, will I show the car as it arrives? I would, but I'm using all three of my cameras right now. I could use hold on. I could use my Sony camera because I have the window right here where it's going to be pulling up. I could take a shot of it, but I wouldn't be able to. Maybe I can. I'll try. So in the YouTube chat, I put a link to the car I'm getting here in a few minutes. So jump into Facebook if you're not there. And again, Big Elvis, thank you for the support. Elvis, let's see. PayPal. What's the other one? What's the other one that doesn't take anything? Venmo. Retired. Woo! Thanks, brother. Anybody help me out with how do I do this? Big Elvis, will you send me a direct message, please, on Instagram or Facebook with this so I can send you a direct link? I don't want to throw something out here to everybody. Appreciate it. Okay, bud? Thank you so much. And retired 2019. If you super chat, I'm going to answer your question as soon as possible. When it comes to reliability, do you think it matters if Toyota or Acura was made in the U.S. versus Japan? I should hope not. I don't think it. You think it matters if either one of those was made in the U.S. versus Japan? No. In fact, I would think that maybe U.S. Workers would want to one-up the Japanese and show them that their vehicles are made even better. That's what I think. I think it'd be a nice little challenge. But I don't know what percentage of the parts are made in the U.S. and then produced in Japan. So that's kind of one of those things too. You could have 60% parts, 60% of production could be in Japan, whereas the rest of it, all the 40% of the parts would be something else. I'm just trying to get the idea of just because it's made there doesn't mean all the parts are made there. Does that make any sense? Celeste, woo! Go Plainsman, what's going on? I'll wave right back at you. Hey, girl. Venmo has no overhead. I do have Venmo. Thank you, Celeste. So, Big Elvis, again, message me directly, and I will give you my Venmo account. Thanks, Celeste. Hey, girl. I follow you. You know I follow you. I think I tapped some of your pictures, but I've been following you, and I think you're one of the few that I let watch my personal Instagram account. So, good girl. Like ya. All right. What does it mean, Gaber? What does mean these dollars? Haha. Where are you, Celeste? I hope you're on headphones so they don't hear me yelling or something. When does the Nissan 400Z come out? I can find that answer for you right now. So the question about the Nissan 400Z, when does it come out? Looks like Nissan's car it will be all new for 2021. It'll debut next year as a hardtop coupe, but a convertible version will follow after that. Hope that helps out. Thank you, Celeste. Hey, never thought I'd get there. Yeah, I knew you were in the Air Force. Oh, you're in Colorado Springs, too. I was in Colorado Springs, I think it was 1999, 2000-ish. And it was gorgeous. Went to what are the peaks over there? There was something called Seven Falls or seven something. This little hiking thing I did, Celeste. And it was my first time in Colorado. And I really experienced the high altitude issues. Seven Falls, something seven. But I liked it a lot. And I've been I've been to Boulder a couple of times for races and such. Thank you. Thanks for following the Kid Picks. Appreciate it. Hope that answered your question on YouTube about the 400Z. Sebastian Cruz. Do you think there will be a new Honda Cross Tour now that there is a new Toyota Venza? I don't know, because that Cross Tour is pretty popular in these parts, meaning the Pacific Northwest. I like the car. It seemed awfully large. It seemed surprisingly large, and it was kind of sad to see that go away. But that would be a smart move, I think, maybe by Honda to have that kind of a wagon feel again. It reminds me of kind of a Subaru itself. The Cross Tour, the Honda Cross Tour was a nice car. I did a video in that one when it was out, and I really liked it. That was cool. Other topics. So my next press car, I told you it was the. I put a link to it, didn't I? The Lexus RCF. That thing looks so sharp, so nasty, dirty. So it's refreshed, enhanced performance, updated design. Oh man, two-door. This is going to be fun to go fast in. They say with new launch control, 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds on the track edition. What can I tell you about the Discovery Land Rover? What can I tell us in general? Is there something? Let's see. I don't know. I find this car to be, super. I mean, it's starts at 52 grand. You got a decent engine. You got a V6, also a diesel. You go 5-passenger or 7-passenger. I don't know. Those seem like to be overpriced. Nice cars to take. Great towing capacity. I'm just kind of looking at some of their websites here of what they have to offer. It can get kind of spendy though, well over 60. I don't know. It's sharp. I don't know if you need to pay that much money for that though. I'm looking out for you, girl. Glass Studios, what's up? You're new to the YouTube chat. Thank you. Is there anything I can do for you with your super chat? I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Oh yeah, Greg. That Cross Tour is quite large. I thought the cargo space in the back was great. Let me see if I can find a video of it. I'll put that in the YouTube chat because I thought that was a fun car to drive. Did a couple of videos on that one. Red Subi Dude. What's up, brother? Cross Tour. It's pretty old, I feel like. 13. That's when I did it last. So I did a review 7 years ago on that. Let me see if I can get you see if I can pull that baby up and I'll share it with you on YouTube. I'm keeping an eye out for you, Patricia. Let's share. Oh, copy. There it is, copy. Okay, in the YouTube chat, this is a link to that Cross Tour video. Again, Glass Studio. Where you chiming in from? Appreciate you giving me a super chat donation there. Oh, so Celeste, I mean, if you got the money for it, I mean, it's a nice car. I wouldn't say no to it if I had the money for a Discovery Land Rover, but test drive it. And then I like to tell people, Celeste, try to find something very similar to it and drive them back to back. So that way, tell your lieutenant, you get that fresh feeling of this is what it felt like in this car. And now I have it still somewhat, in my memory of what it was like when I just drove the other car. So go, dealership hopping. That's what I always think is a good idea for those things. Oh, Brian, interesting comment here about the quality and reliability. Quality versus reliability might be a little bit different, though, from that question that was asked earlier about, where was it? This is why Super Chats are great, because they stand out. The difference, if it was a car was made in Japan versus the U.S., the reliability of the workers were to make it. And cars are assembled with robots for the most part, true. I've been into 2 or 3 assembly plants. The quality of the car is the same regardless of final assembly point. Yeah, but there are people along that assembly line who are inserting certain elements into the vehicle. So it's not, I don't know what percentage of it is, but there's still a lot of human error that can come into play. But a valid point, Brian. Valid point. Thanks, Greg. Yep, the Cross Tour link is in there. So Sebastian had a couple of Cross Tours. Oh, that's why you got it. Well, congratulations, Sebastian. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you're enjoying that. Instagram over here, Facebook over there, YouTube right there. Oh, Davian Armstrong. So something about the Venza, something I did about it, you liked it. So now you're looking at the RAV4 hybrid. Oh, speaking of hybrids, all right. Let me say hello to my family Y from Toronto. Welcome to my live stream here. Thank you for watching my reviews. Will I be reviewing the 2021 Kia Sorento or the Nightfall Telluride? The Telluride is doing so well. One of the last media press events I went to before they closed everything off because of COVID was a Kia Seltos in San Antonio. And they were talking about how the Telluride, they had a phrase for it, Celluride, I think is what it was, that is selling like gangbusters. And they can't make them fast enough, and dealerships can't get them in and keep them there. People are signing up on wait lists just to get the Telluride. So for me to get a Telluride Nightfall edition, I usually get the top trims because the manufacturers want us to showcase everything's available. I don't know if they really need to showcase the Telluride because it sells itself. It's so awesome. But the Sorento, most likely, yeah, I'll get it most likely. I get Kias, I get Hyundais, Acuras, Hondas, Mazdas, Toyota, Lexus, Mitsubishi, Volvo, Ford, Volkswagen I already said, Audi, Subaru. What else? Yeah, so I get most of the vehicles as press loans. Still, some are holding out for whatever reason. Oh, so the EV that just broke 600 miles in a single charge. Very encouraging. I saw this and I go, I can't wait to share this with everybody. This is pretty sweet. So I'm saying goodbye to the 2021 Hyundai Kona. Well, the Hyundai Kona electric SUV just broke 600 miles in a single charge. And they did this with 3 different cars so they can kind of get a better average. So where'd they go? They drove 620 miles, 3 vehicles, 3 regular production models took on this track in, looks like somewhere in Germany, to see how far they would go in a single charge. Now here's a little bit of a twist on it. It was 632, 636, and 637 miles for all of them. But they drove, let's say 18 miles per hour? Yeah, 18 miles per hour. The infotainment and climate control systems were off to maximize efficiency. And they say, which is kind of hard to swallow here, it's a fairly real-world test of what can be achieved without constant start-stop traffic. How far can you go in your city, 600 miles, without constant start-stop? You're not going to achieve 600 in real-world life. But to know that you can, if you were on a highway in Colorado or Nevada, right, Celeste, with nonstop mileage at 18 miles per hour, you can go almost 600 miles. That's pretty impressive. So that was kind of cool, plus the fact that I'm saying goodbye to a Hyundai Kona right now. Anyways, I thought that was pretty neat. Back to some Q&A. Pop in there with a super chat so I can see your questions. That way they'll stand out. Arthur. Oh, Davian, that's very, very kind of you. I appreciate that comment. Davian just gave me some props about being kind of good at what I do. Celeste, good point. Elevation will kill you, right? Yeah, higher elevation, not going to get this good gas mileage. Davian, thank you. Thank you for personalizing the videos, looking out for the everyman and every woman, of course. That's what I do. That's why I got into this, is to help you. And that sounds like a pitch, but my goal is to help you in that research process. You're doing some research. Everyone goes to YouTube for their car reviews or their car videos. Hey, I'm looking at this, this, and this. You go to a channel like mine. You see what I did and go, oh, okay, that's interesting. I like that. I don't like that. And then either 2 ways. You want to learn more about it and go do a test drive, or you say, nope, I'm moving on to a different vehicle. So I'm helping you. I'm like the middleman in your research, taking away one of those big steps so you can see it. And then I put myself in situations, put myself in the back seat. You can see me driving it. You can see the car in relation to me. So yeah, David, that's my goal, is to help you find what you're looking for. And then you can know whether or not it's good for you and your family. What's the other one? Oh, Arthur Fillmore. My thoughts between the Palisade and Telluride. Same car, same truck, same SUV. So, although I think the Palisade, I don't remember if the Telluride had the turn signals pop up in the instrument cluster. There's a camera below the side mirror on the right, that when you turn the signal, I think maybe it goes on both. I think it goes on both. Then the camera pops up as the instrument cluster. That's kind of a cool little feature there. But either one, it's a win-win right there, Arthur, on the Palisade versus the Telluride. Colin, there on Instagram. Thanks for joining me on this live shot here. You bought a 2020 Kona in February, and it's the first SUV you bought. You're loving it. Great. My reviews were a big buying factor. Cool, man. Good deal. And the Hyundai Kona, it came out in 2018. The most latest redesign was in 2018, and it's been pretty steady. Minor tweaks to it since. So you're not going to miss out on anything by going an 18, 19, 20, or even 21. They're all going to be very, very similar. A couple little updates here. Some things are made standard, whereas they weren't before. But you got a winner there, and I'm sure the price point was good. They start at just over 20 grand, as my review showcases. Houston, what's going on? Juan Carlos Torrelas. I was in Houston, for San Antonio. That was the Kia Celtis back in February, I think it was. So welcome, first time in the chat. Thanks for being here. You're looking at the Palisade and Telluride. Third option, ooh, interesting. CX-9. Yes, CX-9, Honda Pilot, Ford Explorer. Those would be some other ones for 3 rows. I think I just did a video recently. Let me double check here something. I think I just did something about 3. Oh, I know what it was. What's this? Oh. I did a video on, is it out yet? 3-row, no, it's not out. Oh, yeah. Well, top SUVs with rear entertainment systems. Suburban, that's kind of a big one though. That's another option for a 3-row Suburban. I can't remember the Tahoe has 3 rows or not. Same car. Anyways, top SUVs, 2020 SUVs with rear entertainment systems. In those vehicles, those videos, I think almost all of them are 3 rows. But I'm going to double check something here because I have some videos that are in the queue, as they say. Yeah, Mikey, it does look sharp. The Hyundai Elantra N-Line, yeah. Three-row SUVs. I think I've made some specific videos on those. Oh, the Atlas is okay for a 3-row SUV. Oh, there it is. Here it is. So on November 1st, let me put this in the chat. YouTube chat, I'm adding some links. This is, what's the title of it? Best 3-row SUVs of 2020. I also have, oh yeah, the Nissan Pathfinder. It's a midsize SUV. It has 3 rows. So, Juan Carlos, hope that helps, brother. Arthur, I've not seen the Telluride and actually jumped on here to see what people are saying since I sell Hyundais. Very impressive knowledge. Oh, you sell Hyundais. Hey, give a little shout out to where you sell them in case people are in your zip code and they can come stop by. Sebastian, my thoughts, if you're still with us. Sebastian, are you still with us? Jump in and let me know you're still with us. Mike, what's going on, brother? Did I lose my Instagram following here? My screen went down. Oh, paused due to a poor connection. Sorry about that. Jamal Dickens, welcome. Columbus, Indiana. Hey, if you're in Columbus, Indiana, hey, throw out your zip code too, Arthur. If you're in Columbus, Indiana, and you're looking for a Hyundai, go visit Arthur and say that you saw him. Hey, Celeste, you're everywhere. Bring them on the camera. I wouldn't be able to interact with you, I don't think. I don't want to do that live. I might screw it up. Oh, where am I at? I lost track. I had to come over here since it... Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why it froze. I think it just went down. I got 3 different cameras going. I got 3 different... what did I say? I'm triple casting. I forget what I called it. All right, next up, I got some other things I want to cover. I teased them, so I want to mention what they are. Leaked photos from the next generation Subaru BRZ. Okay, I'm going to put this in the chat. Where is it? That's not it. Crap. Here it is. I found this on Motor Trend. Where is the link? Is that, can I just do like this? Yes, link is copied. Oh, I love this technology. So this is what they're saying the new BRZ looks like, which is coming in spring of 2021. It's so crazy when they take these photos, these spy shots of these cars, when they're testing them, they're all black and white, checkery. It's kind of hard. I mean, it's hard to see it on purpose because they don't want other manufacturers to know what kind of lines they're creating and exhaust points and air vents for fear of someone else taking it before they make it public. Arthur, if you're in the YouTube chat, Arthur is in Columbus, Indiana. He put in his location and zip code. So go get a Hyundai from Arthur. Dustin, hello. Okay, so that's delivered on that tease preview. And Volkswagen here. So Volkswagen did this. Here's what Volkswagen is looking at doing. They're trying to get serious about fixing their reputation and getting back some of their, integrity because of their Dieselgate a few years ago. Maybe you forgot about it. Now I just brought it back up. Dieselgate. So they filed a new patent for a trademark for a new slogan called Way to Zero. So they're getting very serious about zero emissions. It looks kind of funky. Found this from my friends over at carbuzz.com. I'll put that in the live chat as well. I don't mind promoting somebody else. I know other channels or platforms don't want to give away, or hey, stay with me, only watch my information. Hey, it's all information. I don't own the information. I'm just sharing the information. Way to Zero is what they're calling it. So they got a number of electric models on the way, including that Volkswagen ID4. Also from Indiana, whoop whoop. Welcome, Michelle, on Facebook. Thank you. Not from Columbus, though. All right, kind of balance out Columbus, but not from Columbus. Thanks for jumping on. So anyways, they're looking at more electric vehicles in the way, and they're looking to maybe create a new slogan. And speaking of that, the Hummer EV, they put out, where is it at? This new emblem, which looks really funky. I kind of like it. They too had some a logo trademark filing reveals this new possible emblem. It's a big H, and in the line of the H says the word Hummer, and then off the right bottom it's a little EV. So all overall it's a heave. His name is Heave. But yeah, and this one is from, where's this place from? What channel is this one? Oh, motor1.com. And here's what that emblem looks like. I'll put that in the chat too, hyperlink to there so you can see that. I don't know if these links in this chat is on the rebroadcast. Sorry. So when's the Hummer debut and the price tag? Well, let's see. They might have that information there. I forget when it's coming out. The GMC Hummer EV will debut this fall, won't be on sale until 2021 as a 2022 model. The starting price, you ready for this? Of course you are. 70 grand reportedly. So there's your question answered, Dustin. Again, you're welcome to do a super chat. That way I can see your question. Zach did right there. Speak of the devil. Zach, my man, welcome back. I think Zach was at work last time, missed our live stream, and you're back in it. Thank you so much, bud. Good to see you. Any questions, please let me know. I am going to keep this up. I look forward to these Fridays now. 4 to 5 weeks. All right. Carl? Speaking of Subaru, I read an article about the Subaru new lineup of future vehicles that will be out in 2022 and 23. Did I see the article? No, but I can look for it. Let's see, what would I say here? Subaru 2022. Let's see what kind of things they have going on. So, if, Michelle, you don't want to say where you're from? You're not from Columbus. Ooh, a 2021 Subaru Crosstrek is in the future. Oh, we got someone switching over to Instagram from Facebook. Thank you. Peace and love. You were over there, weren't you? Double checks. Patricia, yeah. you went over here. Welcome. And JME. I know you've been there. Welcome inside here. So future vehicles and concepts. Crosstrek Sport. 2021. There's some WRX STI series. But I didn't see the article. If you see the article, DM me. Wasi Malte. Welcome on IG. LaPorte. Am I saying that right? LaPorte? LaPorte, Indiana. I worked in Indianapolis for a brief time, Michelle, at WRTV ABC in Indianapolis. Very short time, about a year. I don't remember LaPorte. It's not LaPorte, is it? That's the hardest thing when you, as a TV person going to new cities, is having to figure out the city names, because once you screw it up, people know you're not from around there. So I talked about the Subaru BRZ, Hummer's new emblem, Volkswagen, the EV that broke 600 miles. And then I saw this video about the 2021 Ram 1500 TRX in a sandstorm. They did a really good job on teasing this video, because all you see in the desert is sand and clouds, and the very distant, in one shot, you see what looks to be a pickup truck, and then they say, a Hellcat pickup truck revealed on the 17th of August. So 3 more days, and you can see that one. I'm trying to find it now. Of course I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. So they released the 2021 Ram 1500 TRX video ahead of its debut on the 17th. The supercharged Hellcat pickup didn't actually show its face, but you can see it kicking up the sand in the desert, exhaust note, a wail of a supercharger, and the fact that the TRX is coming. Wase Malte. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. It's all one word. What do I think about the G70 Genesis? I like what they're doing with Genesis. I like that they're their own brand, the breakaway from Hyundai. Before, it was just a luxury division of Hyundai, and then Genesis became Genesis. What the hell? Orangey. Hey, my kids love ice cream. Thank you, sir. LaPorte. Yeah, I said it right. Hour 120 from Chicago. Go White Sox. Go White Sox. I love the White Sox emblem. Hey, thank you, Orangey. Anybody have a favorite ice cream out there, or an ice cream treat? Because we have, what are those, the cones with the chocolate on top with the nuts? They call those something. Anyways, I love those, and they have the very bottom of the cone, the very bottom tip is full of chocolate, so you still have something to look forward to. Nut cone? I don't know what they're called, but I love them. And they're just too small. Go through them so fast. Those are great. Orangey, thank you so much. All right, all right, all right. Yes. Hee-haw. Laporte. Drumsticks. That's it. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle on Facebook. Those are drumsticks. My kids love those. Well, my boy loves that. The youngest isn't old enough to love it yet, but she will. I actually gave him some strawberry yogurt ice cream cones this morning after breakfast. If you have kids or feed your kids, give them avocado. Not only will they love it, it's great brain food, great healthy fats. Avocados are awesome. They just eat them out of the skin. It's wonderful. Nutty Buddy, but drumsticks. Thanks for calling. Oh, here's a good question from Sebastian. Orangey, if you have any other questions, please jump in. I may appreciate the super chat. Super chats get priority. I will go in depth on your question or topic. Believe me. Like I just did a little ice cream thing. Oh, from Iraq. Wasa Malti. Fun fact, I was in Iraq. 2009. I went there for 2 weeks as a one-man band, multimedia journalist. I went there with the Washington Army National Guard of the Spokane area, Washington Army National Guard, and I flew over there by myself, all my camera equipment, and followed a group of more. They were based out of the inland Northwest mostly, and there's some Spokane guys, and I hung out there for 2 weeks. Flew into Qatar, went to Baghdad for a little while, flew in Black Hawk helicopters, the big C-130s, I think, and stayed in this, the transitional bases, met some really, really nice guys and gals. Joint Base Balad, it's all coming back to me now. Joint Base Balad is where I stayed with my team for those 2 weeks, and it was a life-changing experience. All the little things I went with a Hummer. We went on an overnight mission to a shooting range, and then we stayed. Actually, we didn't go to sleep. That's right. It was nighttime. We went to a shooting range. We went to a spot, stopped, and came back. And during our drive over, we got shot at a couple of times. I was inside, and everyone was inside. Nobody got hit, but they could hear the shots, and they say they were from AK-47s. I don't know if Celeste is still on I don't know if anything to contribute about, any deployment you may have been on. Anyways, I went to Iraq for a couple of weeks to follow some troops and did some live reports from Iraq. It was crazy. But much respect. And you really get a great perspective just being outside the country there. 2009 is when I was there. All right, off topic, but that's all right. Do you think it would be, this is from Matthew Goots, do you think it would be appropriate for Nissan Xterra to return as far as a banana split blizzard? Banana split blizzard, huh? Really? Oh, there you are, Celeste. I was just saying that I wasn't deployed, but I went with the Washington Army National Guard to Iraq in 2009 for a couple of weeks as a one-man reporting crew to interview those guys there. You been there, done that? Yeah. Are you familiar with Joint Base Balad? That's where I was after a day and a half or so. I think it was in Qatar. Maybe that was called, I don't know the name of the base. And then I flew over there. But that was something else. Much love and respect to you, Celeste, on top of my love and respect. What were the Iraqis like, Orangey? They were very kind. On our shooting practice day, that was it was so crazy. If you've been inside, and Celeste, maybe you have, inside a Humvee turret, that clicking sound when the gun on top is shifting left and right. That is freaky. Just a stops. And stops. We were going down. Oh, did you really, Celeste? Wow. We were going down a road, and I heard about this, and of course you talk to the troops, and whether there's garbage on the side of the road, debris, dead animals, whatever it may be, we were going super slow because that's where they would put some IEDs, improvised explosive devices. And you had to be real careful because someone could be nearby watching, some troops, American troops, go through here and detonate them. So there was a lot of precautionary driving to where you go, slow, stop, inspect, move around. And then we had a small caravan of vehicles. I don't know if it was half a dozen or so on this little trek. And Celeste, after my mission, I was presented with a flag and a certificate for going on. And there's an official term for it, right? When you go on outside in, what do they call it, in a theater. They gave me a flag, a folded up flag for going out and coming back. And I still have it. I actually saw it recently. So where was I? Oh, yeah, so you hear the guy on top, and there's a couple guys in the front, and they're communicating like crazy. The main person is communicating about, hey, do this, do that, stop, slow down, wait. And they're communicating to other vehicles in front and behind, like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And you hear the guy move real fast to one side, but they hear that clicking sound of the gun guy on the top. Yeah. Oh, but how were the Iraqis? Well, when we went to the shooting place, outside the wire, exactly. Thank you. We went to the place for the shooting range. I shot, which was phenomenal. I don't know the name of the guns, but I shot a couple of them. One was on top of the Humvee. Other ones were in a different vehicle. But, oh, Celeste, I should talk to you outside of this on some of the terms they would use on how long you pull the trigger, hold the trigger before you let go. A lot of just rough guys. So, but the Iraqis were really friendly, the ones that we saw that came up to us during the shooting practice. And it was a little nerve-wracking because how vulnerable I felt out there. That, you look left, you look right, that's all you got. That was one of the mantras of the soldiers I was with. It said, I don't care what's going on back home, I don't care what's going on wherever. I look left, I look right, that's who I have, and that's whose back I'm watching. It's such a tight-knit group. And but they were friendly. They came up. I think this is really interesting now that I think about this. I'm off on a tangent, aren't I? They were scooping up all the shell casings of the bullets we were shooting. I hope I got the terminology correctly. And they would take them back, and I don't know if they melted them down or they sold them. But we left them there. We were there for however long we were there. And they would scoop all these shell casings up so they could sell them and then, make some money. And there were some patches being exchanged back and forth. But my guys seemed to be pretty comfortable and relaxed when they interacted with the Iraqis. And some of those Iraqis were in uniform. Some were kids. Either way, they knew what they were doing. So we hung out there for a little while. It was cool. But I was nervous in a couple other situations when we went through a checkpoint or two, where I was told not to put my camera next to the window because that would spook some of the guards. These checkpoints, you'd have the guys up in a little nest down below, and then you're going through roadblocks really wide and slow. This has nothing to do with cars. What am I doing? Let me get off this topic. Maybe for something else. All right, back to the questions. I apologize. That's Orangey. You earned it. You earned the super chat follow-up, didn't you? So appropriate to bring the Nissan Xterra back? Why not? Give it a shot. I remember those being pretty boxy and stiff rides. I actually tested one of those out about 10 years ago and didn't go for it. In fact, I ended up going for a 4Runner instead of the Xterra because of how stiff that felt. And I love the 4Runner, and I've loved it ever since. I appreciate your explanation of cars in an understandable way. Thank you. From Iraq. Ellery and Olo Minatai. Oh gosh. Olo Minatai. These usernames are wild, aren't they? All right. Okay. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it, buddy. God bless you too. Any car culture? In spite of the tough situation over there, is there any I wasn't sorry, but I wasn't there. I wasn't there to take in any cars. Although when we did drive from the airport to one of the bases, I remember seeing a lot of supercars and high-end vehicles on the highway. I did see that, but it was so long ago, but I did remember seeing a lot of really fancy cars. So, where's it? The 2021 Bronco and Bronco Sport will only be available, double check this, I think in North America. That was kind of a big, I don't know if it was a big headline, but it was a headline to me when I saw this. And people are having a hard time getting their hands on one of these just because everyone wants one right now. And I agree. I would definitely take... I actually just posted something on everymandriver.com. Let me go to that. Outside the wire. If you're still there, Celeste, they after I got back from Iraq, the Inlander, that's the Spokane newspaper, did an article on the fact that I went out there because, a local reporter going, overseas. And that was the title of the article, Outside the Wire. Dave Erickson, Outside the Wire. Oh, yeah. So I had an article on everymandriver.com just as of this morning. I posted it last night, but because of how it was posted this morning. Something about the 2020 Jeep Wrangler. Currently the most iconic American off-roader for now. Because the new Ford Bronco, I think, is next in line. I do. I really do. Where did I see that? Here it is. Okay. The Ford Bronco Sport and Bronco won't be offered outside the U.S. for now. That is and the earliest anyone can drive one will be in late 2020, and that's only for the smaller Bronco Sport. And then, what was the information? But I saw something else that it's just hard. The back order or it bogged down. The number of people who reserved one is astronomical. So the first edition variants of both Broncos will be exclusive to the States, despite serious demand that saw 3,500 vehicles claimed just hours after they debuted on July 13th, just a month ago or so. Ford even increased production to 7,000, but all will remain firmly on U.S. shores. How about that? Put that in pipe and smoke it. So jealous of the people who got to go test those. How are we doing on time? How long have we done this so far? Oh my God, 53 minutes. Yep, coming up on an hour. Yeah, swing low 33. I think most of them are, and that's the problem. That they're all spoken for and they're back ordered. That's the idea that I'm getting to. Italian American Wrangler, 92 AKU. What's that mean? Oh, last but not least, in terms of my own topics that I mentioned off the top of this triple cast. That's what I call it, a triple cast. Start calling these triple casts. Is UFC 252. Anybody into mixed martial arts? I am quite into it. Got into it. I was into it, and then I took Taekwondo about 4 years ago, achieved my black belt, and then realized I need to go a little deeper into the martial arts if I want to know more, because Taekwondo is somewhat limited because it's primarily kicks and of course forms. that the next step, once COVID goes away, is jiu-jitsu. That would be my next hope. But my dream, of course, is to go with bringing my kids through Taekwondo once they hit 5, both the boy and the girl, so they can achieve and learn about the discipline and the respect and the art of martial arts. Achieve that black belt, get that under the belt. I really love my Kwan Jang Nim, who taught me as an adult, which is very strange to do, is to take Taekwondo as an adult. Stipe, round 2, huh? Whoa, I love it. Yeah, Spokane is somewhat of a hub for MMA right now. Chase, what the heck's his name? Chazelle? Oh, shoot, I can't remember his name. There's a guy who's from Spokane who's a somewhat popular MMA fighter. He was injured in that big Conor McGregor chair into the bus incident. Oh, so Celeste, you're getting back into UFC. Love it. Chesel? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Who cares? So, yeah, getting my kids into martial arts is my thing I want to do, and then jiu-jitsu would be next to understand. And it's not so I can go beat people up. It's appreciation for what can be done and to avoid situations, which in the first place you don't want to fight. You want to avoid the fight at all costs. But if you need to defend yourself, you know what to do. And if you need to defend someone else, you can do that as well. I think that's where maybe jiu-jitsu will be very advantageous for myself and my family. Stipe, Corey, what was it? Do you know when the new 2021 will be out? Sorrento. Oh, thank you. Sorry. 2021 Kia Sorrento debut. So Stipe versus Cormier, DC Cormier. And this most likely will be DC's last fight. Then he'll go into the booth full time. He's already a great booth. March 3rd. The Kia Sorrento has been completely redesigned. Will debut March 3rd. Wow, wait, it already came out. Or at least it debuted. Yeah, so it debuted in March. Maybe I didn't have a video on that. Ha 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 ha. Scotty, give me a break. 92 AKU. I think it's obvious, don't you? I'm not looking for a fight, but back to Stipe versus DC. So DC won the first fight, surprised him with what they call dirty boxing. Nice little short right hand. I think it was short right hand inside. And the second time, Stipe kind of wore him out, took his wind out from him, get some great body shots, and I don't know if it's the third or fourth round, maybe the fourth round, and got him. But I'm going to definitely watch that fight. Celeste, did you watch the one in Dubai on Fight Island? I watched the one with Masvidal and Kuzman. That was fun to watch. I can't believe what I'm so fascinated with Jorge Masvidal. He lost 22 pounds in 6 days to make weight. 22 pounds. That's not healthy. I'm just trying to lose a few myself. 22. A lot of sweat will do that for you. I don't watch F1. You know, I don't watch a lot of TV. If I do watch anything, it's YouTube, and then some movies, a lot of cartoons, and a lot of Disney right now is what I watch on TV. Too much Cocomelon. What else? Dave and Ava, Baby Bum, Blippi. I watch a lot of cartoons right now. Where you could hear. Yes, Celeste. It was so awesome to be able to hear the corners, the crowd, and the hits. Holy cow. Those gloves, I don't know whether 4 ounces. Yes, I do. Well, I don't, but I do. I don't, but I do. Thank you. Coco Melon. I know, right, Michelle? Jeez. Okay. As far as, G70. Was Malte, his wife likes G70. Again, Genesis, good stuff. Facebook and YouTube. YouTube. Let me do a few more here before Usman. That's right. Kumara Usman. Thank you, Anthony. No, I don't watch F1. I'm sorry. Back to what, I'm kind of stuck with a few different channels and my time is limited. To be young again with fewer responsibilities, I'd be watching more TV, but there's too many things to be doing, too much life to live. I don't have enough lifetimes to do everything I want to do right now. Okay, a couple more questions on YouTube Live, and then we'll wrap this baby up. Sorry, Instagram, poor connection. Let's see if we'll go back to it. If not, all right. Hyundai Santa Cruz coming out, or are they still teasing it? I don't know that one necessarily. Harsh, wondering what's up with Alex. Forgot his name. Don't worry about it. Alex was with me. Just seemed like 6 months, blink of an eye. That was way back in 2012, 2013. I'm sure I've covered this before, way back when. I actually had a podcast for a while. He decided to leave and start his own channel. It didn't go well. And then he changed gears and did some local news as a general assignment reporter. Then he quit that. And then I don't know exactly what he's doing right now, but I know he's got married. I know he has a child. So I'm sure he's doing well. But I was hoping that would work out. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for him in the automotive online world. But he was there somewhat very early in my process. And then he tried to go out on his own. And I think it was just a little more challenging than maybe he thought. Because when we were working together, I did everything. Basically, he was an on-camera partner of mine, and I did everything else. A lot of work. Anyway, thank you, Oren. I appreciate you, and I'm going to continue to make the effort and of doing these every Friday. And I will make an announcement whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube's community tab, whether or not I'm going live that day. And I'm trying to shoot for this noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern time. So you guys can be expecting me to be here. So thank you. Celeste, Michelle, ladies, thank you so much for joining me on Facebook. I know it's not a big community over there, but I appreciate that. And I lost people on Instagram. I lost connection. Oh well. And my car has not arrived yet, unfortunately. Should be any time. And Harsh, last question. Would you consider going back to the ORV park? Yeah, of course. Swing low. Thank you. Ciao. Stay frosty. Stay chill. Yes, I will definitely go back to the ORV park, which is great because there's nobody there and COVID doesn't have any impact on that. The parks, I think, are back open. I don't know. They go back to these different phases in Washington State, but should be no problem. I got to pass. Much love to you, Celeste. Much love to you. Hey, Celeste, before you go, I just watched When Harry Met Sally. Finished it. Took 2 nights, even though it's only an hour and a half, because that's life happens. And I had to message our friend Lori about it, and it just brings back so many memories. Meg Ryan, oh my God, what a great smile. Love that. Lori is my Meg Ryan. Yeah, I missed the boat on that one. Anyways, thank you, Celeste, for joining me. Michelle, they're in Indiana, right? Yeah. Ohio? No, Indiana. Yeah. Thank you so much. And Celeste, it's all good. No worries. Talk to you later. YouTubers, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in. Please go soon. Yay. We love you. We love you back. Thanks for your questions. You guys are awesome. Until next time. Am I going to review the Bronco? Pixie Dust Bunny? Ford, it'll probably be a while, but if they allow me, absolutely. I think it sells itself, though, don't you think? All right. That's all I got to do for now. Take care. Have a great weekend. Hug your family. Take a deep breath. And just listen to nature. As always, just keep living. Adios.